Hello, welcome to another episode of Cosmetics Business Standside. I'm here at Alula Peregrina with the very wonderful Nicholas, COO of the company, and Emily, Technical Manager. And I'm here today to find out more about the brand and really get a deeper insight into everything they have to offer. So it's a pleasure to be here, pleasure to meet you both. How have you been finding the show this year?
Well, so far, very nice. It's a very wonderful thing to see people coming in and paying interest to what we have to offer.
Definitely. And what you have to offer is a very unique supply chain. So where did that start? Can you tell me more about that?
The desert of Arabia is our playground. The desert of Arabia is an ecosystem which is not really exploited today into the cosmetic environment or pharmaceutical or nutritional environment, but it's a very rich biodiversity environment. And at Alula Peregrina 4 years ago, we started studying it and studying one of the iconic desert of Arabia tree, which is the Peregrina tree, which is part of the Moringa family, but the Arabic Moringa. And we started studying that because it has historical heritage in this region, in the desert of Arabia's region. Its oil has been used for centuries for cosmetics, pharmaceutical or light medicine, or even perfume at pre-Islamic time, at antiquity time. We started studying the opportunity behind this plant, this natural plant, and discovered a lot of incredible opportunities. Therefore, we have set up the Alula Peregrina supply chain on three pillars. The heritage I was mentioning, the innovation, we have our lab in Alula developing all the ingredients and the patents behind it, and the local community, the local empowerment as well, which is a key mission of Alula Peregrina, with our farmers we're working directly with, and the staff that we have in our labs, which are 90% locals and 70% women, actually.
I feel today consumers very much are drawn to natural plant-based beauty over synthetic ones. Why do you feel that's the case nowadays?
I think, as you said, consumers are more and more sensitive, aware, conscious of what they put on their skin or on their hair, but also they're more and more aware of the sourcing of things, the sustainability behind it, etc. And at Alula Peregrina, we've set up really this supply chain having in mind this consciousness. So full traceability is key to our supply chain, from the land to the consumer. Full transparency on our practices, our standards with the farmers, with the local communities, with our staff, all the way to the consumers. So Desert of Arabia, Alula Peregrina, all the things we've set up have in mind this sustainability approach and this consciousness of the sourcing of our ingredients.
Incredible. And we're here in cosmetics. It's an incredible opportunity and time to really showcase all these wonderful innovations. So Emily, I'd really love to get your thoughts on an insight into what you're presenting here in cosmetics this year. The innovations you're presenting.
In terms of innovation, the first part is that we are the first supply chain to come from the desert of Arabia. So this is putting forward extreme plants that have developed under very harsh conditions. So when we translate all of that into ingredients, we see very high potency with very remarkable specific constitution that gives us incredible benefits. To give you one example is the fact that we have several ingredients today that are very rich in ceramides, one that is now showing the presence of exosome. All of those are very top-notch in terms of innovation of what we find in formulation and what we expect from innovation here in cosmetics.
Fantastic. It's very exciting times, isn't it? Definitely feels like that. And I guess for you, what were you and what are you sort of expecting from In Cosmetics?
Well, for us, In Cosmetic Global has always been our main platform of visibility and communication, because it allows us to establish the Desert of Arabia and our supply chain. What we're expecting, we're still in a development phase, so we're still looking for distributors around the world for our ingredients, meeting with brands who are extremely excited with the new innovations that we presented and the fact that we are a new supply chain coming from an ecosystem that is unexploited today. So Definitely the best platform for us to show our supply chain and our innovation and establish our supply chain on the global cosmetic markets.
Definitely, definitely. I feel the world needs to hear about this. The world needs to know about this. So, like you say, in cosmetics, it seems like a fantastic space to do that. And I love asking this question, but can it be a toughie sometimes? But what are your future goals? Where would you like to be in a year's time, in 2 years' time with the business, with everything you've sort of discussed with me today?
Yeah, I mean, as Emily was saying, we want to establish our ingredients as globally, and we are present now in Asia, in China, Korea, in Europe, Western Europe, mostly US, Canada. We're developing in the Middle East, of course, which is our hometown in a way. But being an expert of the Desert of Arabia, we have other supply chain that we're studying to expand our portfolio of ingredients and show other sourcing coming from the Desert of Arabia, and we're very confident that same time next year we'll be able to expand our portfolio and show the new innovations we'll bring to the market.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for talking me through all of that. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.